Well, Will Smith's latest film confirms he's one of Hollywood's top leading men. The Pursuit of Happyness opened #1 at the weekend box office, taking in $27 million. And the Oscar buzz began even before Smith got a Golden Globe nomination. He says out of his 15 movies, this is the one he's proudest of.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. My grandmother used to always say, shoot, people need to be worth something, you know, and I never, like, she would say a whole lot of other stuff, you know, but people need to be worth something.
Yeah.
And that's starting to have meaning to me. I want to do good.
Yeah.
I want the world to be better because I was here.
What are you going to do for money?
I got an interview at Dean Witter for an internship, and I got it. So I'm going to stand out in my program.
The Pursuit of Happyness was inspired by the true story of Chris Gardner, a single dad forced into homelessness while trying to climb the corporate ladder.
What would you say if a guy walked in for an interview without a shirt on? And I hired him. What would you say?
He must have had on some really nice pants.
I have to tell you, I've worked as a volunteer in homeless shelters.
Wow.
And talked to men who somehow they fall through the cracks. Yep. And it's not the distance between that bathroom floor
Absolutely.
and normal life isn't so far.
It's not so far. And what's so amazing about this film that I connect strongly to, then Chris Gardner and I have this in common, the idea that we both believe that our desires and our commitment to the ideas of our future are all that matter.
So I'm hearing you say there's similarities from the standpoint, I've got to believe as you're a teenager and you're embarking on your musical career, you're not thinking, well, there's no reason I can't do this.
Right. The thing that I come back to, Confucius said, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. And you can call it naivete, you can call it arrogance. Barack Obama called it the audacity of hope. The first step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A. You know what I mean?
This is your new book. This is the philosophy according
I know,
to...
right? I need the philosophy according to Willie.
Yeah.
Man, I got two questions for you. What do you do and how do you do it?
I'm a stockbroker.
Stockbroker.
The film's title comes from the Bill of Rights, promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Don't mean you get it. It's not life, liberty, and happiness.
Right.
You know, Thomas Jefferson was a real poet. He was slick with that pursuit of happiness because the pursuit puts it back on you.
Right.
Take it from me, parents just don't understand.
Smith has been a star since his teens. He says one big reason, failure was not an option.
It's like I made up a new old saying.
Okay.
Okay. Being realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity. Why would you be realistic? What's the point of being realistic?
Just put up a barrier.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. It's done. It's already done. The second I decide it's done, it's already done. Now we just got to wait for y'all to see.
So is this Oscar a done deal then, or was that not?
Yeah, I haven't put my head on that one yet.
But that might just be a side benefit.
What my goal was is I needed Chris Gardner to feel that his family and his experience was told to the world properly.
Wow.
And the moment that Chris Gardner looked at me with tears in his eyes and he said, I am forever indebted, I was done. Everything beyond that point is gravy.
And tomorrow I'll be talking with Will and his son Jaden, who co-stars in The Pursuit of Happyness. He's terrific too.